picked up something you might be interested in. Here, I have something for you. You're welcome. I picked it up on one of our latest planetary expeditions. I'm more than just an extra gun, you know. I'm just pleased I get to utilize some of my old field collecting skills. Check back with me from time to time after we return from our planetary jaunts. If I pick anything up, it's all yours.
You know the drill, Vasco.
Okay,
Protocol
that's
indigo
it.
means no
Time to sell
deviations,
some
no
of your junk.
distractions, no dalliances, in short, no fun. Unless, as strictly defined by Sarah, said deviations, distractions, and dalliances are completely necessary in getting this fine vessel, the Discovery-class Starship Frontier, back home in one piece. I guess I'm still technically borrowing it from Constellation, even if I have no intention of actually giving it back.
Rise and shine. We've got things to do.
Anything I can help you with? I'm sure you can find something you like. Have things for you.
Time to get back to the world, eh? Do you know, I used to have an office near the top of mast? How far the mighty have fallen, eh?
Got any? Thing you need to offload? Trade Authority is always buying. Kiosk right here for you.
Is that something you might be interested in? Had a good... Well, well. Look who decided to rejoin the world. Have things for you.
Hey, what can I do for
Kind
you?
of breaking my concentration here. Hey. Phew. Hey. Kind of breaking my concentration here.
Well, hey there. Nice long rest, eh? Picked up something you might be interested in.
You shouldn't.
There's a huge difference between being prepared and carrying too much.
With heat leech nests would be a nice touch.
Other things for you. We need to rescue that vanguard. Let's see what you've got. I do? You must have read my mind. Bring me anything useful? Time to go? Get up and get going. We've got the stars to explore.
Got anything you need to offload? Trade authorities always buy. Kiosk, right?
Have something for you when you have a moment. Wherever you go in the settled systems, there's always mercenaries. Sure, go ahead. Talk to you later. Rest well, I hope? Have things for you.
Anything? I can help.
Carrying enough clutter there, or should we find some more?
Hands in the air. Like their own. Thought decorating their ships with heat leech nests would be a nice touch.
Something for you when you have a moment. Okay, there. Time to get moving. Picked up something you might be interested in.
Need some work done?
Be interested in. Pressure holding. Takeoff looks good. Apogee kick complete. Orbit steady. targets lost their shields. Enemy's jump drive is offline. That's it. Start the docking routine. Come on. Let's go rescue that Vanguard. And we're locked in. Much more of this. Come on. Hard to breathe.
Am I glad to meet whoever you two are? Looks like we're all in one piece. Any day you walk away from, right? What? You guys still exist? Man, I've only heard stories.
We've heard stories too, about a strange object you found on patrol.
So, you know what that thing is? I tried to hawk it in Sidonia, and the guy thought I was peddling phony titanium.
It doesn't play nice with scanners. It'd be worthless to someone trying to flip rare minerals quickly.
So you're saying I shouldn't be using it as a hood ornament? Hey, I'll trade some weird space rock for a rescue anytime. Hope you figure out whatever that thing is.
Let's grab the artifact.
Thanks again for the rescue. Don't know what I would have done if you hadn't jumped in.
Good work. Let's get back to the lodge. I think you need to get rid of some of that gear.
Next time you're in Sidonia, hit me up.
I have things for you. Undocking complete, Captain. I have something for you when you have a moment. Something for you when you have a moment.
I hope you are satisfied with the quarters
Have it.
available to
It
you.
fits. Energy spiked a bit, but it's restabilized.
Is there anything new showing up?
No, it's the same as before. There's a massive output as the artifact is added, then it harmonizes. Like it's waiting for the others.
That's speculation, but I think you're right. We need more. Here. You've earned this. Welcome to Constellation. As a full member this time. We're going to do great things together. All of us. By the way, how would you like to keep traveling together? I'm not sitting behind my desk for this. These artifacts are a new chapter for Constellation, and I'm going to be out there for it. And I want you out there as well. You got results. I need someone like you watching my back. All right. We've got a few more leads we should talk about. First, there's an expedition that Samco has been putting together. It's in Freestar Collective Space, and he knows it inside and out. There's also the Eye, our star station in orbit. About time for you to meet Vladimir. He's been hard at work tracking down more anomalies. And last but not least, Noel. Have we heard anything from Barrett yet?
A courier from Argos Extractors came by to let us know they're packing up the operation on Vectera. But that's it, no other word.
That's not good. We should get over there and check on Barrett in person. Bye for now.
Cannot wait to meet her.
It's been quieter around
It's been
here ever
ages
since
since
Vladimir went to
Constellation
live on the
said
island. Full time.
Wonder what she's like.
And you must be the latest poor fool to get dragged into our dysfunctional little family. Whoa. I know a few dark sides of the Aquila Moons, but if you're looking for deep history lessons, well, I'm gonna fall asleep.
Trust me. Don't encourage him. Kuriko, by the way. Hi. Nice to meet anyone brave enough to fly the frontier.
Know a thing or two about spacecraft, do we?
Hey, don't spook our new friend. Frontier's a fine ship. Honest. Now, let's talk business. Sarah tell you about the expedition? You a Freestar? I'm glad to be taking you back to the homestead. Had my fill of it when I was younger, but it always seems to pull us back in, doesn't it? The three of us are heading to Aquila City. You know it. Capital of the Freestar Collective. We'll land in the city's spaceports, but the frontier's our goal. It's rough country. Spawned a lot of stories. And I got a lead on a tale that makes me think one thing. Artifact. Okay. We'll meet you on board your ship. Talk more when we get there. Once we land on Aquila, it's gonna be you and me. So if you want to do any freewheeling before then, Cora and I will just be riding passenger.
Captain!
Over here. The workup's in the cabinet's hands. They said they'll call for us once they've gotten to properly review it. But listen, I know I should have been more forthcoming about who I was earlier. So, in the interest of full disclosure, there's one more thing you ought to know before we head up there. My relationship with the UC. It's more complicated than it might seem at first glance. The UC's actually the only reason I'm here in the first place. I am a clone of a man named Francois Sanon, one-time fleet admiral of the UC during the Colony War, former head of the UC Navy. They called him Ve Victus, woe to the defeated, in Old Earth Latin, a title he earned. The program I was a part of, it was the UC's attempt to create a new secure the leader. I'm getting there. The man I was cloned from, Freestar Collective, and the things he did. So my involvement. I really appreciate you saying. You know, while we've got a second, or if, no telling how long the cabinet's gonna keep. Then I guess it's just a matter.
The cabinet meeting is about to begin. All parties, please proceed to the cabinet chambers.
Sounds like our cue. Here we go. Ah, Captain. Congratulations on joining the ranks of the Vanguard.
Ah, welcome. You must be the captain Hadrian mentioned in her report. You have our thanks for the risks you faced in securing this information.
Oh, I'm sure she did.
Yes, well, precisely how urgent is what I hope we'll determine here today. So now, we have two petitioners here making a surprising request. Access to the UC Xeno Warfare Team's Terramorph data, currently housed in the Armistice archives. A request which will require not just this body's agreement, but that of all three Armistice signatories. UC, Freestar Collective, and House Varun. Now, Captain, we've all read Hadrian's report on the subject, but we have yet to hear from you. Perhaps you could summarize for the Cabinet what it is you see as the goal of this endeavor.
That's quite the leap, Captain. Madam President, I object to the very premise of this meeting. While no one would argue that what happened on Tau Ceti was anything less than a tragedy, terramorph attacks are not some sudden new threat on the horizon. They've been happening for generations. To demand we hand over banned archival knowledge and possibly upset the balance of galactic diplomacy because of a single attack seems at best panic. And at worst, a power grab by the daughter of a bloodthirsty warmonger and her associates.
I would remind the chief diplomat who he's speaking to. If it's my father you're looking to address, you're welcome to consult a medium. I would also ask how many deaths the Cabinet requires to act. 50? 50,000? Because if tragedies like Tau Ceti are just prelude to more attacks, I have no doubt you'll get the body count you require.
Let's keep this civil, shall we? And while there should be no doubt the preservation of life stands paramount among this body's duties, Chief Yassine has a point. Will a single attack, however troubling, be sufficient to convince the other factions to grant us access to what they no doubt consider weapon data? I don't think it's enough. Perhaps you can help, Captain. As the one who actually collected the sample in question, did this terramorph seem at all alarming to you?
Just taking her word for it as well, then.
So it would seem. So then, Captain, given the discussion now and the information you've been privy to thus far, if you were in our position, would you grant the request made to open the archives?
I'm uncomfortable opening the archives without gathering more information. However, if that's the path forward you prefer, then so be it.
I'm inclined to agree.
As am I.
Well, I am not. I've heard nothing here to convince me that we should do anything but wait. And I will not risk galactic peace on a question of if.
Yes, a fair assessment, Chief Diplomat. So then, while the data you two have presented is compelling, I think we can safely say it's insufficient for the level of action you've requested. Perhaps once... What was that?
Attention. An incident has occurred. Facility lockdown engaged.
Incident? Chief Sarkin, what's happening?
There's been an attack at the spaceport. Terramorphs.
Terramorphs. More attacks. Just as predicted.
Good God.
Damn it. They're here. Now.
There must be another explanation. The creatures evaded our scanner somehow.
There will be plenty of time for conjecture later. Chief Sarkin, order the evacuation of the spaceport and have your men contain the things, but do it discreetly. The last thing we need is a citywide panic.
Yes, ma'am.
Admiral Logan, the local barracks can provide support?
I'll make the order myself. Nearest anti-Xeno squad, though, is off-world. Going to take a while to bring them in.
Well then, we'll have to make do with the tools we've got. You two, we can't risk those things getting out of the spaceport. I want you both on the next train there. We'll let them know you're coming and that you've dealt with these things before. Now go show them how it's done.
We're on it, ma'am. Captain, I'm right behind you. Let's get down there.
The EM rifle, grab it! Now!
Stop! Why are you bothering to carry all that junk?
Can't stop!
Let's do this.
Stop fighting!
Got him! Stop. Give it your best shot. That's not going to stop me! Didn't even work up a sweat.
Thank you. For what
The way those people were acting.
we tried, but some of the other officers...
Pheromonic projection. Some terramorphs, they can induce this fog. It affects everyone differently, but some people just... You kill the morph? Let's do it.
That's unlocked. Please, do what you can to help them.
I don't think we're alone.
My God, no time to waste, Captain! Boots in the dirt!
An evacuation order has been issued for the spaceport district. All citizens are required to proceed to the nearest shelter.
Back up! Don't just stand there! Good!
I don't even need a gun.
You're not gonna leave me, are you?
If you're overloaded, we should stop and prioritize what we're carrying.
Said you've done this before. Well, one fire team to spare and whatever supplies you need. Can't risk them taking over any more of my men. Put those things down and do it fast. We'll hold them as best we can.
Leaving here alive.
You might back up. Don't just stand there. Good.
They didn't give us much of a choice.
You them are experts. You've got the remaining creatures locked down. Barely holding up for a minute. Said you've done this before. fire team to spare and whatever supplies you need, but I can't risk them taking over any more of my men.
Security scanners, chemical sniffers. The United Colonies sure isn't taking any chances.
I'm never going to skip an arms practice again as long as I live.
Rumors don't do these ugly bugs
Heard you might be
justice.
looking for some backup. You say the word, we're out there on your sig.
You two have any experience with terramorphs before?
Only the brief they just gave on the way here, but we know how to handle pressure.
Surviving a full-on mental assault isn't the same as keeping your cool in a firefight. Might make you more liability than asset.
We're not UC security. You don't need to worry about us. Roger that. We're on you.
Excuse me. I need cover! Now! Wait.
Heads down! Wrong distraction!
Target locked!
Stand still.
Oh, God. Captain! You're going to be okay. It's not real. Whatever you're experiencing right now, it's not real. We have to put down that form. Help! Help! Oh, God, help me!
Oh, God. Oh, God.
Don't let them win.
Get him!
Target acquired! Fall back!
It's here! It's here! Hide! Do it now! That's the best you've got!
Kill them. Kill them first.
I need a diversion! Back up!
This is useless. You've already lost.
You're mine! Oh God! It's everywhere! Target down! Nice work, Captain!
It's over. Thank God. If these things reached the populated areas of the city, we would have had an absolute massacre on our hands.
Guess they weren't kidding about you two. Universe put the right people in the right place. Certainly doesn't.
I don't want to think what would have happened if you two hadn't been here.
Just glad we could rise to the occasion. Captain, we should report back to the President. Let her know the Terramorphs have been dealt with. Take care of yourself, Sergeant.
Attention. The spaceport has been secured. Safety precautions remain in place. Please wait for the all-clear signal before exiting your homes. That is all.
Terramorphs.
That's a relief to hear.
Holy hell.
Thank you, gentlemen. Let your people all know how much we owe them today.
Yes, ma'am.
Captain? Hadrian? It would appear that the cabinet owes you our thanks for what you did for the city today, as well as an apology. Your concerns about the Terramorphs, well, consider them validated.
Thank you, ma'am.
Of course. I only wish we could have acted sooner. Now, after today's events, the cabinet has decided to revisit its previous decision. We will be supporting your collection of the Terramorph data from the archives, as well as a subsequent investigation into the nature of these attacks. But to accomplish those goals, we're going to need the right people in the right places. As such, the cabinet has authorized me to reinstate you, Hadrian, effective immediately, to your former rank of Major. As soon as we've got the data in hand, we want you investigating these attacks and how to stop them. Will you do this?
Yes. Yes, ma'am.
Excellent. But as you've both made clear, for such an investigation to succeed, first, we're going to need someone to convince the Freestar Collective and House Varun to play ball. Someone who knows precisely the sorts of dangers the colonies and all the galaxy are facing right now. The cabinet wants you, Captain, to be that representative. We do. In exchange, we're willing to fast-track your citizenship upon collection of the data. So, will you help us? I'm glad to hear it. Now, we, of course, won't be sending you in without the proper support. Deputy McIntyre in the Office of Interstellar Affairs will be your guide on gaining access to the archives. You should be able to find her in her office across the hall. And on behalf of the whole of the United Colonies, you have our thanks. You're dismissed.
The next time Terramorphs rear their ugly heads, the UC is going to be ready.
Start getting
We didn't get where we are by sitting on our laurels. Our laurels, in fact, became inhabitable.
Helps to remember that.
Hey. Chief Yassine, these orders can't be... Yes. Yes, sir. Consider it done. That must make you my Vanguard captain. Well, I heard you were instrumental in protecting the city from the attack. You have my gratitude.
I was also told the President wants us to get you into the Armistice archives ASAP. So, we've got no time to waste. You know what the archives are, correct? Last I checked, it takes 2 parties to fight a war. But, since you're such an expert, I'm sure you also know it's supposed to be managed by the 3 major galactic players. Access to the archives is only granted in cases of dire emergency, and requires a one-time use code from each of the 3 Armistice signatories. UC, Freestar Collective, and House Varun.
Now, the UC is already on board, so that means we'll need to convince 2 people. The ambassadors of the Freestar Collective and House Varun to hand over their codes. Get them both and you'll have your data. But that's a lot easier said than done.
I couldn't agree more. However, both ambassadors have reasons they won't, or can't, work with us. Now,
and I do mean cooperate. Though that doesn't mean we can't get creative.
But it does mean we need to get you up to speed on who you're dealing with. Who do you want to start with? Ambassador Radcliffe of Freestar, or Ambassador Balmore of House Varoon? Ah, the good Ambassador Radcliffe. She's a veteran of the Colony War, and her only goal in life is to make ours miserable. Now, officially, our office is use your experiences as a member of the military and with the threat we're facing to convince her to lend her support. And who knows? Maybe that'll work. Stranger things have happened. But my suspicion is we're... Certainly. UC Intelligence has a recording device planted in the Ambassador's living quarters, which we suspect you can use to your advantage. But getting caught trespassing is a quick way to land yourself in an embassy holding cell. So, if you are going to try and access the device, you're going to need to find... Report suggests there's a disgruntled staff member you might be able to pump for intel. Maybe even convince... All right. Here. Official line is that you're to negotiate with her. Use your... My suggestion is to access the... She's also got a staff member that...
We should have a talk. When you have the time, of course.
Captain, would you like to finish your briefing on the... Ambassador Balmore's... When the rest of... He's since... Though claiming to know how... It does. We're not 100... His public... Scans... Your task is... I have no doubt. Now, the embassy front door isn't an option, but our spies have stated there's a side entrance that should allow you... Here. This... And fair warning, we received a report that alarms might have been tripped in... Now, if you have additional questions or require... I'd suggest you start... Be smart out there.
Thanks for taking the time to talk. I wanted to ask you about the artifact you found on Vectera. When you pulled it from the rock, held it in your hands for the first time, how did you feel? No, I don't think you understand. I know about the visions, the light, and the music. How did you feel inside? What were your thoughts? Oh my goodness. That must have been... When it comes to the artifacts, it never ceases to amaze me how the science, well, simply fails. True. The artifacts are so different, so alien, and I'm certain one of them reached out and... Agreed. Unfortunately, there's no way that I know of to reply, and believe me, I've been trying to gather data on the damn things for years. Frustrating? No. Bewildering? Yes. It would be, oh, well, an explorer's dream to solve a mystery like this. I knew I picked the right person for the job. Look, I wanted to thank you for taking the time to talk, and for keeping an open mind. And I also wanted to say, well, I'm pleased we're on this journey together. It's the best decision I've made in quite a long time.
Howdy. Captain, can I help you?
My partner and I have talked about transferring to the same division. It'd allow us to spend more time together. You might want
Hard to believe it's been 2 decades since we were at war with the Collective.
You can go on through.
And it seems like
You're
only
entering
yesterday.
Free-Star sovereign territory, so show some respect.
Is that something you might be interested in?
Visitors are only allowed in the
I'm going to be upfront with you. I'm not happy visiting anything related to the Freestar Collective. But you lead, and I'll follow.
All that security, and they still can't protect their own spaceport. The UC never fails to disappoint. I just wish I hadn't received the news from an SSNN broadcast. We have a strategic advantage to maintain, Mr. Long.
Of course, ma'am. I'll make sure it doesn't happen again.
You're allowed 3.
I'm sorry. Do you have an appointment?
At the ambassador's office. You set foot anywhere
Ah,
else.
so you're the one they called about. Failed to mention you were collective-born. You have my thanks for what you did down there, truly. Saved many lives. Now, she also mentioned that, and maybe it was just a bad connection, that now the UC wants terramorph data from the Armistice archives, some of the most highly guarded information in the galaxy, in order to protect us all. I can only presume you're here to tell me I misheard her and that they didn't send you, local hero, to futilely beg on their behalf. Tell me I've got that right. I was afraid of that. Let me be frank, Captain. The answer is no. That information is there because it is dangerous. I will not be the one responsible for its release. Now, why don't you quit wasting my time and yours? And go. You're really gonna push this? All right, I will give you one chance, one, to convince me. Understood. I'm listening. Don't let yourself be taken in by their propaganda. This is a power grab, nothing more. It's a job I take very seriously. It's why I'm even entertaining what you're suggesting right now. You think this is about a grudge? This is about safety, and that's not something I take lightly. Captain, I'm sorry, but my answer is not changing. The UC is just gonna have to find another way. Now, I presume you can...
Captain, can I help you?
a grind, for sure. It's hard not to worry that it might happen again.
Another zoning meeting at Mass has resulted in a stalemate. Several areas currently zoned as residential.
I have mixed feelings about it. But sales are up significantly. I'm sure you already know there's no one size. Please. You're here because you need something you can. Please, take a look.
Scientist out in front of mast, staring at trees, sounds upset. Whatever it is, it can't be that bad, right?
sorry, but I need sign off from the Interstellar Affairs office before I can set foot in there. You gotta be.
You are a visitor? You'll find the ambassador in our office. Go on through.
Is that something you might be interested in? I'm going to be upfront with you. I'm not happy visiting anything related to the Freestar Collective. But you lead, and I'll follow.
Is it more than one? All that security... And they still can't protect their own spaceport. The UC never fails to disappoint. I just wish I hadn't received the news from an SSNN broadcast. We have a strategic advantage to maintain, Mr. Long.
Of course, ma'am. I'll make sure it doesn't happen again.
Excuse me. Are you supposed to be in here? I'm sorry. Do you have an appointment? Ah, you're the one McIntyre called about. The eyewitness. She said you were at the spaceport. You have my thanks for what you did down there, truly. Saved many lives. Now, she also mentioned that, and maybe it was just a bad connection, that now the UC wants terramorph data from the Armistice archives, some of the most highly guarded information in the galaxy, in order to protect us all. I can only presume you're here to tell me I misheard her and that they didn't send you, local hero, to futilely beg on their behalf. Tell me. Excuse me. A less level-headed person might think that was a threat, Captain.
The only threats you're facing are the 8-legged variety just outside your door. Now can we please stop playing games here? Lives hang in the balance.
A lecture in morality from the UC. How quaint and short-sighted. Let me be frank, Captain. The answer is no. That information is there because it is dangerous. I will not be the one responsible for its release. Now, why don't you quit wasting my time? You're really gonna push this? All right, I will give you... I'm listening. In the end, we all just want to be safe in our little fiefdoms, don't we? I suppose you might be right. Easy to lose sight of the big picture sometimes. And the archival monitors could ensure that's all you take. Huh, that would work. Well, Captain, you make some good points. But if I'm really granting you access, I'm gonna need the following concessions. Your access will be limited. We will be ensuring the monitors only permit you access to items related to stopping these terramorphs. You go in once, you get everything you need on your trip, and never again. And all research done with the data will be monitored. If this data is being used to save the galaxy needs to be involved in the oversight. Freestar scientists will watch your people like hawks. So, do we have an agreement? Excellent. Follow me. Code generators just this way.
Sorry. Everyone's a little on edge after the attack.
It's not supposed to be a long process. It is for emergencies, after all. tell me it should only take a moment. And there.
Here,
Don't make me regret this,
difference
Captain.
between being prepared and carrying too much. Have a moment. Hard to believe it's been 2 decades since we were at war with the Collective, when it seems like only yesterday.
Yes, exactly. It's like when someone...
It's a shame House Varun abandoned their embassy. I bet we could have learned a lot from one another. Perhaps something you might be interested in. This isn't what I expected at all. It appears the flora they were using as decor has overgrown the entire embassy. I've never seen a tree like this before in my entire life. It'd actually be more fascinating if its branches weren't blocking our way. I'm sure they had something we can use.
Do this!
piss me off! Show me what you've got. You picked the wrong day to piss me off!
You have anything valuable?
Show me what you've got! Oh, I'm hit! Ugh. This is gonna end badly for you. They're gone!
You've got nothing. Damn it! You've got nothing. You're done.
So, what seems punishment becomes providence. A reminder we can never truly know the Great Serpent's designs for us. You have my thanks, and my apologies for the ordeal you just endured. Come, let us discuss. So, what seems punishment becomes providence. A reminder we can never truly know the Great Serpent's designs for us. You have my thanks, and my apologies for the ordeal you just endured. Come, let us discuss. Not the ideal introduction, I suppose, giving you a grand tour of the embassy via barely functioning intercoms. I do greatly appreciate your persistence. I suspect the Venom Tree... Tell me though, what is it like outside? I heard the broadcast mentioning an attack, then the embassy was struck with a power surge, and then... Has the rest of the city suffered quite so bad? Is that right, huh? I shall need to have these repairs seen to sooner rather than later. Now, it cannot solely be the Serpent's grace that brought you here at such an opportune moment. You were sent by the UC. That much is obvious. Who else could just waltz through my door, hmm? And the broadcast spoke of terror morphs at the spaceport. A worrying occurrence, certainly, but coming here of all places, when all I could provide is some enthused cheerleading and... So the UC requires information, then. The preservation of life stands as the very purpose of the archives. using its data to prevent more attacks, there is logic there. But if I am to grant you access, I have a requirement. For years, House Varun has been known only as an agent of slaughter. We founded this embassy with hopes of with little success. In exchange for my code, I require this. You must be the one who ensures it is used for good. Ensure House Varun's legacy is more than just carnage. The knowledge you ask for isn't evil. No knowledge is.
As the chair of Constellation, I take personal responsibility in vouching for this woman's integrity. She'll keep her word.
Well then, I shall not fear. Please, follow me. Let's hope it still works.
All that junk you're hauling is seriously slowing you down.
Let it be used for good. Great Serpent, guide your path. House Varun committed itself to the art. This was said at the time to be the desire of the Great Serpent, and I do not believe the Serpent decides such things on a whim. So, when my brethren left, I remained. Honor. The affairs of House...
God's sake.
Drop some of that rubbish already. Have things for you.
Are you working toward that next technological leap? Then let Ryujin Industries help you get there. Fill out an application today to become part of the most advanced technology corporation in the world.
What? Oh. Sorry, just... terramorph attack.
Captain, you're back sooner than... Oh, wait. Did you actually succeed? So the old man was still lurking around in there. Fine work, Captain. And now, I've already arranged everything with the archival monitors. When you get down there, the UC monitor will give you instructions on how to deploy the codes. Follow them to the letter. Here, the UC code piece and an archival access card. The entrance is just on the other side of the plaza across from Mast. Absolute best behavior down there, all right?
Okay.
Here on Vanguard business?
On the record? What response?
I'm told by top officials